just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Tyler McGill. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Here's Victor Robles. Swing and a miss. Going around.
0-1's the count.
Bunting for a hit, and that's a foul ball. Here comes a pitch.
0-1.
And that one missing low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And it's a hitter. It's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And now Ryan Bliss takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Take a look at the lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
This one in the air right field. Soto going after it. Brings it in. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy, showing the slab in today's game, Luis Castillo.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one is absolutely belted. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a
seconds.
very nice approach and swing right there to
hitter,
use the big part of the
Jesse
field.
Winker.
Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Over to first, and he saved. In there, and it's 0-1. Castillo, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Next offering upstairs.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 1-1. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he held up. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner on the go. Line drive. And there's one away.
Batting third, right fielder,
Let's take a look
Juan
at the
Soto.
lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
To short, could be 2. Flips it behind his back. Nicely done for the out. Nothing for the Mets in the first. Second inning coming up from Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Back here at Citi Field. New inning getting started. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
That's the ball.
A little bit high, and that's ball 1.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Rip towards third. Vientos whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Luke Raley.
Now here is Luke Raley. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And the 1-0. And another ball. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And there are 2 outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to
Left
remind
fielder,
yourself
Randy
it's about the
Arozarena.
process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
That one is hammered right field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of the inning.
for
And
the
now it's
Mets,
Mark
third
Vientos.
baseman, Mark Vientos.
Vientos went deep in his most recent game. Castillo back to work. And there's a ball.
Ball one, no strike.
Foul ball there.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And that one hammered. That's back. And it is gone. His second home run of the series, and the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the fourth fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Just misses with that one.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making them work out there.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. 9th pitch of the at bat due next. Fights it off. You'll see another. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, Boog, that's an example of a good at bat without getting into the hit column. He saw a lot of pitches right there, and that can set your team up for success later in the game.
So digging in, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
One out, runner at second. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And that's outside. 1-0. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Just off the inside edge. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. And now it's even up.
2-2 the count.
Stays alive. That one 95 to finish him off. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
That one the other way. Base hit. Here comes Alvarez around third. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jose Siri in the box here lets that one go for a ball. McNeil, the runner at first with two gone. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
Not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. That misses, and 1-1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
That one missed.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. On the inside corner for called strike 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check
for
out the latest
Seattle,
news
second
from around the
baseman
league.
Dylan Moore.
Had to go turn up the dial. Yeah, it's been quite a long ride. Got a whole team on my side. Young boy, he stay on the grind. 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 Hard times I put up a fight. Took a few wrongs, made them right. Future was looking too bright. Yo, had to brush his haters off a back.
That just misses, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Moore matched a homer in his last game. And a foul ball. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, and he'll be safe at first.
Batting 8th, the designated hitter, Mitch Garver.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Mitch Garver, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Garver, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2013. And that one cutting but missing down low.
No strike.
Nobody out, runner at first. Fouled off left side. That's in there, and now 2-2.
2-2 count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Batting 9th, shortstop,
And up next for
J.P.
Seattle,
Crawford.
J.P. Crawford. Throw to first. Moore back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Man at first, one away. That's in there. That is strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So the lineup
Now
flips
batting,
over,
right
and
fielder,
now it's Victor
Victor
Robles
Robles.
up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Moore off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way
2 strikes.
outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. And that is that. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 4 and the Mariners nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark
for the
as we
Mets,
go to the last of the third. So now
Jesse
here's the Mets
Winker.
DH, Jesse Winker. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boo. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. And it's a strikeout from LaPiedra, his second of the game.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3
Now
strikeouts
batting,
in the first
right
game yesterday.
fielder,
Another one right there.
Juan
They've clearly got a great
Soto.
plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 1 out, bases empty. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is a foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And a good eye there. And there's the ball. So now 3-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
That one fouled off. That's a little bit low.
1-1.
That one's in there, and it's 1-2. Liner, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Couple of singles back to
Now
back.
batting,
Absolutely
first
punished that
baseman,
pitch. Wasn't
Pete
fooled in the
Alonso.
slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
First and second, one out. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. And a foul ball. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Emerson Hancock up and throwing. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. Next offering is down low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one not close, and the count's full. And the polar bear strikes out.
Now batting, the catcher.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. A double and a run scored his first time up. In for a strike, 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Soto, the lead runner, out at second. Vientos on at first with two down. And that misses. And that's ball one. Just missed.
Outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one finds the zone. 2-2 now. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first, and that's the inning. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 4 and the Mariners nothing.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, done blown up. Time to lace my
Back here in Queens,
Leading off
John
for
Sciambi with
Seattle,
Chris
third
Singleton,
baseman,
and
Ryan
set to lead
Bliss.
off the 4th, Ryan Bliss. In the air, left side. Nimmo has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out. One up, one down.
Almost a loud
Now
start to the
batting,
inning on
the
that
center
first
fielder,
pitch. Man, he's going to
Julio
want that one
Rodriguez.
back, no doubt.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. To third. Zips it to first. Rodriguez out of the play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping
Now
the ball
batting,
out of the
catcher,
air. Lets the
Cal
defense work
Raleigh.
behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh, 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, and it just misses. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is outside.
Ball 2.
And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The M's still looking for their first hit in this one. Off the plate inside, and a full count now. Drilled out towards left center field. Siri going back on it. Grabs it right up against the wall. So they make short work of him there. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mets 4 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Two to count.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting.
And now here's Jeff
second
McNeil.
baseman,
Singled and
Jeff
scored his first
McNeil.
time. And it's fouled away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jose
So back in
Siri.
trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
So a man at first. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. Now a screamer into the outfield. Out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. That is the inning. Mets strand 1, but they're in front 4-0.
Swatted freeloader songs when their hands was out. Hope you dudes in the street wearing Teflon. If they don't like Frosty, then I'ma give them F-Spawn. Go ahead and watch me catapult to the top.